You know, that very specific, very modern kind of midnight anxiety that a lot of you listening right now might deeply relate to.
Oh, yeah. The dual screen nightmare.
Exactly, the dual screen nightmare. It's like on one screen, you're watching this video of an AI generating a highly complex financial report,
Right.
or it's coding a fully functional app in, I don't know, 10 seconds. And you just feel that creeping dread of a machine literally coming for your livelihood.
It's terrifying.
It really is. And then in the other tab, you're looking at your own life. You realize you're, somewhere in your 30s or 40s, staring down the barrel of a career you don't even actually like anymore.
Yeah, that's a tough place to be.
It's this paralyzing combination. You're feeling simultaneously obsolete on a macro level and just utterly trapped on a personal level.
It really is the ultimate professional perfect storm. I mean, we're dealing with the fear of forced obsolescence from the outside, paired with this deep internal desire for reinvention from the inside. And when you look at the labor data and the psychological profiling we have in today's stack of research, that exact combination leaves incredibly talented people just completely frozen in place.
Totally frozen.
Yeah.
So that's why we are doing a deep dive into this incredibly timely stack of research today to really address both of these massive anxieties head on.
Yeah, it's so needed right now.
Because we have these on-the-ground economic analyses regarding the real threat of AI to our jobs, right alongside this comprehensive data on the raw truth about switching careers after 30 or 40. And the mission here, our goal for this deep dive, is to really shortcut your anxiety. We want to cut through the panic, bypass the hype, and look at the actual mechanics of what's happening to give you a realistic blueprint for navigating all this.
And we have to do that because the central thesis that emerges when you cross-reference these two stacks of data is actually really counterintuitive.
Oh, completely.
Like, we shouldn't be looking at these technological shifts or these midlife career urges as dead ends. When you dig into the underlying mechanisms, what we are actually looking at are major upgrades.
Yeah.
Unprecedented opportunities, really, but, only for those who understand how the landscape has fundamentally changed.
So let's start with the AI reality check, because I feel like the public conversation is just frustratingly polarized right now.
Oh, it's either we'll all be unemployed tomorrow
Or it's just a fad, right?
Yeah.
There's no in between. But the data breaks down exactly how AI is changing work on a micro level, and it's really about altering the very architecture of the workday.
Right.
Like, we're looking at tasks like report writing, something that historically took, what, 4 hours?
Yeah, at least.
4 hours of synthesizing data and staring at a blinking cursor.
Yeah.
And now that takes 30 minutes with advanced language models like ChatGPT.
And that shift in the workday architecture is profound because it isn't just limited to text generation either.
No, not at all.
If we look at the creative and technical fields, the mechanism is exactly the same. Like, tools like Runway ML are fundamentally changing production.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Runway is wild.
It is, because Runway doesn't just edit video in a traditional sense. It allows a solo creator to use text prompts to generate high-fidelity B-roll that, honestly, even 2 years ago, would require a 5-person camera crew.
The whole crew, location permits.
Exactly. Days of post-production, or, look at specialized development environments. They're acting as real-time pair programmers now,
Right.
suggesting entire blocks of functional code based on a developer's natural language comment.
So the core distinction being made in the sources here is that AI replaces tasks, not entire jobs. And the research uses customer support as a prime example of this. Like, the mechanism of AI is incredible at handling high-volume, repetitive, basic queries, resetting passwords, tracking shipping, that kind of thing.
Right, the robotic stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the moment an issue becomes complex, or, a customer is highly frustrated and requires nuanced negotiation
Which happens a lot.
all the time. In those moments, human empathy and complex problem solving are absolutely required. You strip away the robotic parts of a human's job, leaving the deeply human parts behind.
Yeah, that's the theory.
But, okay, I have to push back on this. It just replaces tasks, not jobs narrative for a second.
Okay, go for it.
Because it feels a little like, I don't know, corporate sleight of hand. If you look at the math right there in the economic analysis,
Yeah.
let's say a regional office has 10 customer service agents doing a mix of repetitive work and complex work.
Okay.
With an AI layer handling the basic queries, the analysis shows that Office now only needs 5 agents to handle the remaining high-value, empathy-driven tasks.
Right.
That literally means 5 jobs shrank out of existence. I mean, how is that not replacing jobs?
Well, I mean, the math is undeniable in that specific microenvironment. You're right, headcount in highly repetitive sectors will absolutely reduce. But if we pull the lens back to the broader economy, the overarching nature of human work is evolving. We're shifting away from roles entirely focused on doing the raw labor.
Repetitive stuff.
Right, the sheer execution of repetitive tasks, and we're moving toward roles focused on thinking, managing, and creating. The economic energy doesn't just vanish into a void, it redirects. It redirects into managing the systems that now do the raw labor.
Which introduces this whole new economy of talking to machines. Because if the traditional doing tasks are vanishing, the data actually shows an explosion of emerging roles.
Oh, a massive explosion.
We're seeing huge demand for automation specialists, AI training leads, AI content strategists, and I think the most debated one right now is the prompt engineer.
Yes.
People are getting paid remarkably well simply to input text into an AI interface.
I mean, it sounds absurd to a traditional workforce, doesn't it? Getting paid a premium salary just to type into a chat box.
It sounds totally nuts. But if we look at the mechanics of it, it actually makes perfect sense. Think of it less like typing and more like, well, like directing a film.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Right. Because you aren't operating the camera, you aren't building the sets, and you certainly aren't acting in the scene. You are directing an incredibly powerful, literal-minded crew.
Yeah.
If you give a lazy direction like make a scary scene, you get a really generic, predictable result.
Terrible movie.
Exactly. But if you understand pacing, lighting, psychological tension, you give highly specific directions that result in a masterpiece.
Prompt engineering is essentially the skill of being a highly effective director for a machine that possesses all the technical skills in the world, but, zero inherent taste or context.
That framing captures the mechanism perfectly. You are shaping the output. And because you're managing this literal-minded machine, the data identifies 3 massive survival skills for this new era.
Okay, let's hear them.
First is critical thinking. We all know by now that AI hallucinates, right?
Oh, yeah, constantly. And it presents incorrect information with supreme confidence. The value isn't just in knowing it hallucinates. The value is in designing verification workflows.
Oh.
The modern professional has to quickly cross-reference AI outputs against reality, determining if the answers are actually accurate, contextual, and useful for the specific business case. And they have to do that without losing the speed advantage the AI provided in the first place.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
And the second skill highlighted in the research is creativity. Because AI can synthesize, it can iterate on massive data sets instantly, but it operates purely on historical data.
Right. It can only look backward.
Exactly. True originality, like connecting two entirely disparate concepts to create a completely new paradigm that is still uniquely human.
Absolutely. And the third survival skill is communication. This goes right back to your film director analogy. Clarity is everything.
Yeah.
A bad prompt is something like, write a marketing email for our new shoe.
Right. Super basic.
But a strategic prompt, utilizing high-level communication, looks like, act as a direct response copywriter targeting 30-something urban professionals. Use the problem agitate solution framework to highlight the durability of this new running shoe and optimize the tone to be casual but authoritative.
Wow. Yeah, that's way different.
Exactly. The quality of the human communication directly dictates the quality of the machine's output.
There is a beautiful irony in all of this. We spent the last, 20 years drilling it into an entire generation that they needed to learn to code.
Oh, learn to code was everywhere.
Right. To think logically like machines, to optimize themselves for raw data processing. And now that the machines can actually do the coding and data processing better than we can, the market is suddenly screaming for people to be aggressively, deeply human.
It's fascinating. The more prevalent artificial intelligence becomes in our daily operations, the more those human soft skills, complex communication, empathy, critical thinking, they become the absolute most valuable currency in the job market. The highest risk outlined in these economic models isn't actually AI taking over. The real risk is professionals refusing to adopt it into their workflows.
Right.
I mean, the businesses that ignored the early internet didn't go bankrupt because the internet was malicious. They failed because their competitors used the new infrastructure to move 10 times faster.
That's a really good point. And this reliance on soft skills completely flips the script on who actually has the advantage right now. We usually assume technological shifts heavily favor the 22-year-old digital native fresh out of college.
Always.
But if complex communication, verification workflows, and stakeholder management are the ultimate AI-proof skills, the 45-year-old middle manager suddenly has a massive hidden upper hand.
Yeah, absolutely.